All right, welcome back. We're gonna touch up and finish up on this project here, and let me adjust the camera a little bit better. It was good, but now it wasn't. There we go. I'm gonna probably start all over here. All right, 1, 2, 3. Welcome back. This is Skunk Work. And we're gonna check our hours and see how we did. We made money or lost money here. All right, so we had this job here, contracted out, and I bid the job, and I bid the job at Hey, welcome to Skunk Work. Today we're going to be making a bend die. We'll be making out of 1018 cold rolled steel. This is 6-inch diameter by 1/2 inch thick. And we're going to show you how to do it from start to finish. Alright, right now we got our soft jaws in here. We're already pre-cut. And we're going to insert our blank. Alright, the best way to fit it in is to spin it a little and clamp. This is so it sits flush. Alright, you need to tighten it, but not over tighten it that you're going to squash your soft jaws. Remember, the soft jaws are just aluminum to not mark the work. Alright. Now, take our cutting OD turning tool, carbide insert, and we're going to first face it off. And I have to choose to use the power feed, but I like doing it by hand to feel it. And we marked our 0, give it about 10,000, lock our saddle so it doesn't move. Okay, zero it. There's a travel dial down here. Let me see if you take a look. Where are you, travel dial? I cannot see you. Somewhere over here. There you go, travel dial. Alright, let's put you back there. I just moved you. And let me see, now you can't see me. I shouldn't have done that, but hey, you wanted to see the travel dial. Alright, there we go. Now, let's get a little bit more angle here. There you go. Because you want to see the work done here. And there we go. How's that? How's that? That's pretty decent. Alright. Now, like I said, we got a 0, 0. We lock the saddle, carriage. I'm going to use the oil. Again, before I start, you see this done on the internet many times, and I really hate it. They put oil in a squirt bottle. This is a big no-no. Come on, this is beyond amateur. And then they squirt it. What's wrong with that? Well, you're wasting product. You're wasting the oil. The oil and lubricant costs money. Now that you're paying for it, you're not applying it correctly. You're wasting it. It's going down the drain. It's not being applied correctly for its use. The only way to apply cutting oil, this is cutting oil, it's not WD-40 cutting oil, it's with an acid brush. Now, by using the acid brush, you do two things. One, you lubricate your part, your tooling, and you brush away the chips. It's the chips that are bad. They get in your way, they create friction, they break your car by user, they dull your cutter, and they do everything bad. Squirt bottle will not push those chips away. Alright, that's it. Let's rock and roll. Get some oil here. Some on the tool and let's go. You want to push those chips out of the way so the cutter can do its job. If the chips are in the way, the cutter can't do its job. Alright, that's it. Alright, we got a nice clean face. I want to cover OD. Now we're going to touch the soft jaw with the cutter. We're going to set our travel dial indicator to 0, and then we're going to back off 5,000. And the reason we're backing off 5 is so we don't cut the jaws. Here, see? We got 5,000 clearance. Again, I can use the power feed, but I prefer the touch and the feeling. And plus, it's just a short distance. Alright. There's my 0, just a scratch stud. That's a 6-inch diameter. We're cutting 562. 5 inches, 626. So, we need to cut about 300. So we're going to 0 to this. And because we're only gripping on 65 thousandths, we can't take a heavy cut or else the part's going to go flying out. And that'll be something for you guys to watch and dangerous for me. So we're going to take 50,000 passes. Alright. And at 50, that's 100. You notice I'm standing, I'm putting my body away from the chuck area, this zone. That's the danger zone. Alright, we took 100. We're just going to check it and make sure where we're at. In wood shop, they say measure twice, cut once. Here, check twice, or else, you know, start all over. Actually, it takes 2 minutes to check it. Takes 2 hours to redo it. So it's better to recheck it then redo it. And here we got 5 inches, 900 straight up. So $900. We want 5, 6, 26. So it'll be 1, 2. I'm going to take 200 and then check it again. So there's 50. Now another 50, that's 100. It's 100, here's 150. Alright, I'm gonna check it. Okay, 50 and 100. One more 100 gives me 650. Alright, it should have 24,000 cut. Alright, we got 650 here. 10, 20, 24. So there's that caliper. Now I'm going to get it more refined with a micrometer. This is a 5 to 6 mic. Stare with a carbide tip. Alright, we got 50. 1, 2, 3. Rotate it 90 degrees and check it again. That's the sound we need. Okay, we got 49. 90 degrees. And we got 49. 649. All right. 23,000. 10, 20. 1, 2, 3. All right. Well, it was still +2, but you see what the micrometer says? Get it right on the peak, the highest point. Well, let's say 626 and a half, which is good because I got plus or minus 5. We spin it 90 degrees. We got a little whistle sound, and we got 626 and 5/10. That's just 6/10. So we're good. Plus or minus 5. We're in tolerance. Okay, that's done. Now we got to do our little step. I can give you an example here. I did this one first. So right now we did this large OD. Now we got to do this smaller diameter. And the width here, as you see, it's only 70 thousandths. So now we're going to touch the face again. But before we do that, we're going to estimate our diameter. So we need 4 inches and 900. So we take our caliper, set it at 4 inch and 900, which is right there, as you can see. 4 inch 900. Take our marker. Find the center. Mark the 2 ends. Put it on one of those dots. Now you need to check it. And it was good. So I just need to get the cutter close to the red line, but don't touch the red line, and I'll be okay. Now we touch the face. Set our travel dial to 0. And remember, we need to go in 70 thousandths. So back off. Go back to 0. Verify the blueprint. Say 70 thousandths. So there's 50, 60. I'm going to leave 10,000. Alright, set this at 0. 0. Alright, just go in, don't touch the red. You gotta be careful of these chips. They'll cut your fingers. Correct way of doing it is use a chip puller. You make your own. Alright. Now we need to check that. See where we're at. Release the lock. Alright, we're at 85. I need to cut 85,000. 85. Go back to 0. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I left it at 80, a whole number instead of half. Okay. That's 5 inch, 5,000. I need 4 inch, 900. So I need to take away 100,000. Okay, so I'm going to take 50. 150 plus. Okay, so give it 10, 20. That put me at 200. Okay, 32. Yeah, plus 32. Now we need to check our 70,000 dip. We got a burr here, so we can't check that because we're checking over a burr, so we got to deburr it. Now, when you deburring on the chuck, and a lot of people are right-handed. You see this on the internet many times. People are doing it wrong. They're right-handed, and they hold the file in the left hand and the right hand, and they guide it. Actually, they hold it in the right hand and hold it with the left hand on the top of the tang, and they deburr. The arm is right over the chuck. You can see how dangerous that is. You get caught there, you break your arm. You have to be ambidextrous. Be able to use both hands, right-handed, left-handed. You have to tuck your left hand away from the chuck, and you're able to deburr it. See, my arm is not over the chuck. It's tucked into my body. That's how you deburr. You do not deburr this way. This way, whatever, because the arm is over the chuck. Big no-no you always see in the internet, along with the oil in the squirt bottle. So we're going to deburr that burr here so we can check our dip. Okay, now we use a depth mic. Check our dip. Alright, it's 50, 55, 60. And we got 60, 61, 62, 63, 63. 50, 61, 62. This is 64. I have to do better than that. 61, 62, 63. 63. 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 69. You do 7 here. 5, 0 it. And that little oil here. Fifty-five, 56, 55, 56. be fine. So we got a nasty taper here. Now the only way to fix that is to reface it. So that's what I'm gonna do. There's a job. Acid brush. Alright. Zero that. $62. $61. $61. $61. $61. $61. See, much better. 61. So we need 9 to make 70. 9,000. So $70. 80. He went 10,000 too much. Damn it. 10,000 too much. Alright, so we'll fix that a little bit later. 10,000 too much. Let's get this in here. 30, 31, 32. 31, 32, 33. 900. Okay, so 33,000. 4-inch 900. So 33,000. Okay, straight up 900. Now we gotta take away that 10,000. Take away 5. That's 50. Just verify that. 50. 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. 75. 75. 75. We need 70. So there's my second 5. Okay. 70. 70. Alright, got that done. Now we need to deburr it. Alright, you see, this is the proper way. This hand pushes this way, and this hand pushes in and sands it. So basically, both hands are fighting each other, but this is the dominant hand pushing away from the chuck. Because if it wasn't so, the hand would slip in here and bang! Tell you it hurts. Alright, so now we got to put in a 30,000 radius on that. We're going to gear down, run in reverse, cut that radius, 30,000 radius. And a lot of you are wondering, well, how you know you got 30,000 radius? Well, when you've been cutting this for 25 years, you kind of know. You get the feeling. You see it and you know it. So now we got to polish that up. We're going to run it forward. So basically, it looks like this. See the little radius on there? And that's just so it doesn't grab the aluminum when the dies. These are bending dies again. When you form in the aluminum, it doesn't grab with that corner and scar your work. Good. So we got our OD. We got our second OD and our depth, 70,000. We got the radius. Now we got to drill a hole. We're going to down gear again. We're cutting right there low. We're cutting 370. 370. We're going to take that out. Come in here. Put our center drill in there. A little cutting oil. Here's the center drill. Little cutting oil in there. Now you can see. Remove the center drill. Put a drill. Now you never want to hold the drill on the flutes because it'll just cut your hand. So that's why I always have a rag. I learned that one in high school. You get all bloody. Alright, when we're down here again, I'm going to be cutting 55 RPM. Cutting oil. And lubricating and getting those chips out of my way. Remember, you can't do that with a squirt bottle. Okay, how's that? Let's see, try that again. Alright, we'll go through. Back off. Use our rag. Twist and it's clean. Alright, now you need to bore it. We're going to bore this hole using a boring bar, carbide inserts. I use carbide inserts for everything. I hardly use any high speed anymore, never. And everything's either carbide insert or carbide braze. You see these 2 bits? They're just great. High speed. Old school, unnecessary, not used anymore. Alright, so here I'm going to power in. Now, we don't need to power feed that. Alright, so we're going to touch 50, there's 100. Alright, the chips are coming out hot. You can see my arms are scarred with that. That's why I wear this hat. Keep the hot chips off your head. Alright, so we're going to mic it or check it. See where we're at. We're at 943. We're going to be at 1 inch 3000. So 10, 20, 30, 40. I get a 40,000. 10, 20, 30, 40. Little cutting oil. Again, some of you might be wondering why I don't use the power feed. Well, when you use the power feed, you get no feel. You only get the sound and the vibration from the machine. It's not the same thing as doing it by hand, where you get the whole feel. You feel all the vibrations, the way it's cutting, and it tells you a whole lot more than just using the power feed. Alright, so here we got 80, so we got 10, 20, 23. We need to cut 23,000. So 10, 20, 1, 2, 3. Just check it. One, two, three. Alright. Set power feed engaged because you guys wanted to see that. Alright. No hands. Back away. Put it back on 43. 1, 2, 3. Just what I want. Now we gotta deburr it. I get a little touch. See? Always got my foot on the brake. Anything bad. This thing could grab you, twist your knuckle, and snap off. It's always scary. I always got my foot on the brake. Anything happens, I step on that brake and it stops. Some guys don't do that, and sometimes they learn the hard way. Alright, we're done. First side operation is all done. ID's done. OD number 1 is done. OD number 2 is done. Now we got to flip it over and do the other side. Just want to check. And it's reading at 4. And right here it says 1 inch 4,000 plus or minus 2. So we're right there. Alright, so now we're going to flip it, I guess. Take that off. Cut the other side. Now we're going to have to recut the jaws. Alright, so now we need to see what's going to happen. Okay, so now that is 70,000 and we got 65. Okay, now I'm going to take this off here. Now we're going to have to grip on this. This is 4 inch, this diameter here is 4 inch 900. We had to cut these 4-inch 900 exactly, so everything runs concentric and true. If I just left it like this, originally this diameter was for 6-inch, the original diameter. It was cut for that. If I try to grip it on here, it's going to wobble like this. It won't be concentric. That's why we got to cut this precisely at 4-inch 900. So everything stays concentric. So we get this in there, put it in. I have to see how it's cocking. It's not sitting flush. So we leave it right there. Now the hard part. There's the phone. I don't have to put you on pause.